Hi, welcome back to our channel. And this week we're going to talk about ways to maybe offset the expense of accommodations when you travel. And a really good way to do that is to do house sitting. So stay tuned. That's what we're going to talk about. Hi, I'm Jeff,
I'm Sonny.
and welcome to the groovy adventures of Jeff and Sonny. That's us. Yeah. Like I said, today we're going to talk about house sitting. When you're traveling, the biggest expense is accommodations. And if you're going to do that full time, a good way to offset that is to find ways to get free accommodations. So, yeah, that's what house sitting will do for you.
Free's a good thing.
Free is a good thing. So, yeah, house sitting. What is it? What is it?
So it's a website. There's several websites. There's about 11 of them that I could come up with. And they connect the homeowner, pet owner to people who want to come in and watch the pet and the home.
Yeah, sometimes some of them don't have pets, but most of them
do.
Most of them have pets, and they could be anything from dogs, cats, lizards, horses.
There were several sites that were country specific. There was also several that are worldwide. If you just type in house sitters, you can come up with them. The one that we like is called Trusted House Sitters.
We've used them a couple times.
Yeah. There's the reason we like it is because there's insurance involved for both the homeowner and the sitter, so that if there's anything happens, there's insurance that's involved that the Trusted House Sitters gives you for that. There's also 24-hour access to a vet. So if you're there taking care of the pet and something happens, you've got access to a vet.
So basically, you're getting free lodging for taking care of their house and taking care of their pets, and yeah, it's kind of a win-win.
And both have incentive to do a good job, to present a good home, because you want people to come to your house. So there's that. And then the sitters want to do a good job so that other people will
Have them
sit for them and can get good accommodations.
Right. All right. So, what are the pros and the cons?
So for the sitter, pros are no cost accommodations, like we mentioned. You get puppy time, which is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Because you get to take care and play with different kinds of dogs and different personalities. It's kind of fun. And you get a comfy home.
Yeah, it's not like an Airbnb where you don't know if the kitchen's completely stocked or,
if the hot water works. Or
right, yeah. These people live in it, and so you get to live in their house, and it's a lot nicer than an Airbnb usually.
Right.
For the homeowner, their pet gets to stay in the house. They don't have to take them to a kennel or a sitter or anything, and pay all that money. They got somebody watching their house, and caring for their house, so they don't have to worry about pipes breaking or anything odd happening while they're away.
There's somebody in and out of the house, so
Right.
that there's movement there.
Nobody breaking in.
Right.
So yeah.
It's a lot less stressful for the pet, because no pet really likes sitting on that cement floor and waiting for their owner to come back. At least there's a substitute there for a while.
Right. So some of the cons. Occasionally you'll run across homeowners who expect a lot. Others are low maintenance, but some of them are kind of really picky. So you're just going to have to decide if you're willing to jump through the hoops that they want you to jump through.
Sometimes it's not close to, if you're going to an area to be a tourist, sometimes the house is not super close to that area, but it's
Right.
you're
So
saving on accommodations.
If you're traveling like overseas and don't have a car, it can be a little tricky trying to navigate that. However, some of the owners will let you use their cars, so you got to look for that in the profile too as well. And it says the pet may be demanding.
Sometimes, pets take a little more care. They have to be walked at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and
Right.
they have to be walked several times, or I mean, probably that's more on the owner, but than the pet, or they have to have a lot of medication, or there's different things like that.
High energy dogs
high-energy
need
dogs.
to be walked and played with a lot.
Yeah.
We've stayed in some where the owner asks that you not be gone more than a few hours, and some is like they're fine with all day. So it just depends. You just got to look at the profile.
Yeah. So when you get on the website, you build yourself a profile so that they know what they're looking at. The homeowners do, and then they build a profile so that you look at their profile, and they list the amenities on there. They list what your responsibilities will be, whether or not you have to take care of plants and chickens and fish, and you can sort it by what kind of pet you want to take care of, if you want just dogs or if you want just cats.
And you put in your profile too what you prefer.
Right. So it's...
Yeah. And then there's an application process. When you see one come up, you apply for it, and you send them a little message, and if they like you, then they'll get on and do a video chat or whatever, and see if it's a good fit, and run you through it. We've had one where we just did the video chat and then showed up their house and started, and then we had one where we actually met them at their house the day they were leaving, and kind of they ran us through,
walked us through the
whole
house
thing.
and
So,
showed us things.
Yeah, so it can work both ways.
That was kind of nice though, because
It was.
remember the one house we went to, we didn't know how to use their light switches and stuff.
Right. we're old people, and they had all the lights hooked up to their Alexa or something.
Alexa or
And we didn't know. We're flicking switches, and they're not coming on. And
Yeah. If you meet with them, they can kind of walk you through the house and show you that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
yeah, and then the other one where we met with the owner, their dog was a little standoffish, and I think it kind of helped to break the ice with that dog, because she was a little nervous.
She was a little nervous about it. She warmed up though.
She did. But I think it helped to have the owner there.
Yeah.
So there's for Trusted House Sitter, there is an annual fee of what, 145 or something
Yeah,
like that?
around 150.
Yeah.
I should have looked that up.
Which you earn it back if you do a stay and not having to stay in a
We'll
hotel.
put it on the video what it is.
Yeah, and I will. Which reminds me, I need to apologize, because if you were here last week, you'll see that you'll remember I said we were going to do a Nashville video. Had some technical difficulties with that, so that's why we're doing this. But we did do a house sit in Nashville. That's where the dog that was a little unsure of us at first. That's where we.
She was super nice. She was just kind of didn't warm up to us. It took a day or so, but she was a super nice dog.
But that was awesome, because we got to go to Nashville. We spent the first night in a swanky hotel downtown. We used points, so we got a good deal on that. And then the rest of the time we were there, we were doing the house sit, so we didn't have to pay for accommodations. So it was a sweet deal.
We were looking forward to one in Spain. We applied for one in Spain, so you never know if you're going to get it or not. We just found out just moments before we did this video that she declined our application and picked somebody else. I know, right? But now I'm going to get on, and you can go on and put in dates and places that you want, and then when those house sits come up, it will send you an email telling you, hey, there's a house sit in such and such a place. So,
and they're all over the world. They're seems like they're really big in the UK,
yeah, there's
in
a lot
the
of them.
US, Australia, places like that. But they're everywhere. Like, so we found one in Spain, and which is our first rejection.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out that maybe why she rejected us.
Yeah. It was a British couple, so we spoke the same language as the
right.
dogs. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Oh, well.
We'll let you know.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for this episode.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. So hit the like and subscribe, and bell notification if you want to be notified of the next time we do it. And
Let us know in the comments if you've done any house sits and your experience with it.
And if we left anything out, maybe you have questions about, go ahead and leave those in the comments.
Perfect.
And so there you go. All right.
All right.
Well, we'll see you next time.
See ya. Bye.
Huevos Rancheros. All right. Ready? Ready? Okay.
Just the sitters. Watch the sitters. That's not what we want.
No.
They come in and they watch.
All right.